I played for 5 minutes, I still see falling blocks in my dreams.
Welcome to Art Takes and Smoke Breaks. This movie preview this week is going to be on Tetris, a new movie from Apple TV starring Taron Egerton and directed by Jon S. Baird. We just finished watching the trailer, guys, and this movie seems pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. It has this like Facebook or like the Facebook story. What was that movie called? Facebook story?
The Social Network?
Yeah, the Social Network. Or like I don't know. Give me a couple more movies, guys.
The McDonald's movie. I forgot the name of that one.
Yeah, and like it's
Precisely?
and it's pretty much a biopic of how Tetris, I don't know, started. I don't think how it started, but just what is it? How it started?
I think it's just how it came to America.
How it got made, and I guess the legal battles it took, like to get the ownership of the game. Who have the rights?
Yeah. So, like I said, this movie comes out on Apple TV. I haven't really watched a lot of their. I don't think I've watched any of their movies, to be honest. Have you watched any of their movies? Any of the movies that come out of Apple? So this is pretty much like brand new. Like I said, this movie stars Taron Egerton, Ivan, a couple other cast members.
Nikita Efremov, Sophia Lebedeva. I don't know.
Sorry for mispronouncing the last names, everybody. Bear with us.
Anthony Boyle, Ben Miles.
It seems pretty cool. I didn't know that Tetris like had this whole backstory to it. Like that's kind of what I'm excited about. Like like when you hear Tetris, you hear that sweet Nintendo or where did it first come out? Nintendo? That's the first time I played. Oh no, what's the first time I think the first time I played it was like on Nintendo. Did it come out on Nintendo?
I think it came out somewhere, or I think you could get it for computers. I think this is like a part of like the movie talks about. But I think you can have it like on, or I think at first you could have it on PC, but then it like the time that Tetris is coming out is the time that Nintendo is coming out with I think the Game Boy.
Yeah.
So they're trying to like get it together, or trying for it to come out on that, and I think that's where the whole legal battle kind of like goes over because. I think from the trailer, I guess it's the Soviet Union has like the rights mostly, but then he was shopping it around everywhere, so it's probably has to do with that. With Nintendo getting it.
And this guy, he has to go. I mean, he doesn't have to, right? But so that he can get the rights. Pretty much, I guess Nintendo wants the rights, so he needs to go and try to buy the rights or try to convince the guy or the people who own that game to sell the rights to Nintendo so that it could come out with the Game Boy. So then it had to have come out after the Nintendo, right? So maybe I did first play it like on PC. To think about it, actually, I think I did play it on PC first.
I probably did Game Boy. I don't remember
think I had
it on PC.
Yeah, even as simple as it would, or like back. Because I mean, in the trailer, you see it on the back of the computers when they just had the green and black, or the black screen with the green typing.
I mean, yeah.
But I think honestly, it probably had to be some type of Nintendo or maybe Sega or something like that. I don't know. Well, I guess it had to be on Nintendo. Probably wasn't on Sega.
But for the people that don't know, that people that live under a rock, Tetris is one of the most popular games like ever. It's very simple, and I mean it seems simple at first, right?
Simple yet challenging.
Yeah, so it's pretty much these what are they called?
Shapes. Blocks,
right? Well, these blocks they're shaped, and there's
Tetron.
Yeah, so I guess there's probably like 6 or 7 shapes in the whole game, right? And you can fucking what? Well, then say something about it, Jeffrey. You're the video game expert here.
I think there's like 4 or 5. Square, Z,
Squares.
line, and L, and T.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
Because the Z you just flip 4 times, like differently, right?
Yeah.
And what's the objective of the game?
Get the high score.
Clear rolls. Your clear rows.
And like,
Then you just there's no point to the game. Like you don't beat the game, you just get a high
Yeah,
score.
you just get a high
it's
score.
just very addictive. And
That's old school. Remember back in the day? It's just about getting a high score.
Mhm.
You didn't even,
The high
you
score.
didn't
That's
win.
it.
You didn't even win. You
Yeah.
just made it get harder.
Yeah. It just got
I guess
harder and
some you
harder and
could
harder.
beat, but then it would just be like, well, you beat it, but the only thing you could do is get a higher score.
Yeah, like you beat the high score. Like that's what it was. It's just you beat the high score. Now it's just, I mean, it's great. There's the
Yeah.
video games that are out. It's great. And when we were younger, we would always say that the video games that we're playing now, that there's no way that there could be video games like that. You know what I mean? Like, especially like when Assassin's Creed came out and all this shit, you know. But Tetris is one of the games that revolutionized all of gaming and like how it's played, like in competitions and like 1v1 Tetris. Like if you beat somebody in Tetris, dude, you feel like a G, dude. Like you feel good. I mean, the movie, it seems pretty straightforward. I don't really know what to expect with this movie. It's Hollywood, so who knows like what things they're gonna change and stuff. But we're not really gonna know because we don't know the story, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. How do you feel, Ivan?
Yeah, one, I'm just curious. I don't know how much about it before this trailer or anything came out. Like now I heard a little bit here and there of like things I've saw people discuss about it, but I had no idea that there was such like a big deal with the legal battle. And then since I guess it involves the Soviet Union, like yeah, Hollywood's gonna make it way more dramatic than it probably was. But it's still pretty interesting for it to be happening at that time in history or whatever, and then going to all those different countries and trying to figure out how to sell the game to everybody. So it seems pretty interesting. But yeah, I'm also interested to see what like then after maybe look and see like, oh well, this was kind of like super exaggerated just for the movie, or you know, like they add other little things to make you feel more attached to characters or something. It's also cool that some of the people are still alive. You know, like that dude, like who invented Tetris. So
Oh, he is. No,
yeah, like yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still alive. Well, the picture looked like he'd still be alive. It didn't show a death date.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this movie. I think this was the game that started the puzzle genre for video games. Of course, in my line of work, that's what the game I work on is a puzzle game. So we kind of have to pay tribute to Tetris. But for the movie itself, I'm kind of worried about the movie because looking at the trailer, there were some parts I was like, there was gunshots, there's a car chase, and like I don't know if it was that dramatic, but I think that kind of takes away from like I don't know. I'm looking for more of a documentary style kind of movie, like The Founder or like we mentioned the Social Network. They didn't add a lot of flash to that. They just told the story. So I think I'm kind of iffy on that. Also, they integrated a bunch of like pixel art. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, the car chase.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna put that in a movie. And that kind of gave me more of a Scott Pilgrim kind of feel.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of worried, like, where is this movie going? Is it being a serious movie or a documentary, or we're just kind of having fun with it?
Honestly, I forgot about that last part. You know what I mean? So now that you're kind of reminding me of that, then I think I'm a little more intrigued because it's that did kind of remind me of like Scott Pilgrim, like versus the World, where
Mhm.
you know it's kind of like a comic book dynamic, and you know like it's a different kind of world or whatever, like the camera angles and shit like that, or the special effects. So, and I thought that was pretty neat when I saw that, and they kind of like put that in the end, you know what I mean? So actually, yeah, that's actually making me a little more excited to watch the movie.
Well, we'll see how well they do it, because it
Yeah.
just, to me, it just seemed like didn't know what direction to go. So I hope it does a good job. I don't know if you guys seen on Netflix, like they have a whole documentary series on video games. It's called High Score, and it literally goes through like when video games started. It talks about every single game that like big game came out, and this was one of them. And from what I remember, didn't seem so exciting the way the trailer sold it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this movie.
How do you guys think it ends?
Let's see. I think in the end, it's probably gonna be like someone's gonna die.
The dog.
The dog's gonna die. I know. I think they're gonna protect the dog this time, right? The dog's gonna be fine, but there's gonna be someone who's gonna die. And then I think maybe Tetris. Is gonna turn out good. I don't know. What do you think, Ivan?
I think it'll be a good movie. I'm also like kind of wondering like how dramatic it'll be and like how serious it'll be, but it looks interesting. I'm intrigued. Maybe it's also because it's Tetris, which is, you know, a cool game that I kind of want to more know about. But yeah.
I think it's gonna be a top contender for best movie game of the year.
I don't know.
I don't know. It'll be up there. It'll be interesting.
It'll be number 2 for sure.
top two.
It's like 2 Nintendo games. Like, I mean, 2 Nintendo movies. You know what I mean? So they already have the monopoly on that one. We're gonna go ahead and go watch the movie, guys, and the review will come out this Friday. And don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Right, you can like and subscribe to get new episodes. Turn on those notifications and leave us a comment below. Let us know if there's a movie that you want us to review, and we'll go ahead and review it for you. All right. So with that, be safe and be great. Peace.
Later.